Hello, welcome back to the next segment of me, David Broughton, drawing Judge Dredd 1977. So in the last segment I just finished doing Mutie the Pig, and now I'm going to be doing the original version of Spikes Harvey Rotten, the punk who was riding as Dredd's wingman in the first big Judge Dredd epic story, The Cursed Earth, and he had a redesign by Mike McMahon from this original one, which was originally drawn by an artist called Bill Ward. And Spikes Harvey Rotten first turned up in a story I think called the Mega City 5000 in Prog 40, and it was a two-parter, and basically the second part was drawn by Brian Bolland. So this character here is the original Spikes Harvey Rotten design, and I must admit I do prefer the Mike McMahon version, especially when he started wearing the grenade as an earring. That's very funny. Bit impractical, but it's comics. But yeah, the original story was Mega City 5000, and it was an illegal bike race. I think it was between two sets of rival bikers, the Muties, I think it was, and this was Spikes' team, and the Spacers, I think it was. I might be wrong there. So yeah, it was good fun. Yeah, I don't think we ever saw Bill Ward again drawing much. I think he probably might have been in stuff like Future Shocks or The Annual. Maybe once or twice, but other than that, I don't remember him ever drawing another Judge Dredd actually in the prog. So, yeah. So anyway. Again, I think this was also the first time that Brian Bolland, who had up until that point had only been doing, I think he'd only been doing covers, and I think, going by memory, because I haven't seen it for over 40 years, I think he did a Future Shock. I think it was the Future Shock where there's a long distance voyage in a spaceship, and the spacer, the story revolves around, he's starting to go mad, he's starting to get cabin fever or claustrophobia or whatever, and at the end of the Future Shock he flings himself out of the airlock. He can't take it anymore, and it's a training mission. Again, as an 11-year-old, that was great, and Brian Bolland's artwork was amazing, if I'm correct on remembering that. But yeah, I think the second part of the Mega City 5000, I think that was Brian Bolland's first debut drawing gig for Judge Dredd, actually in the prog, and I liked it. I did like his art. I was more of a Mike McMahon fan at that time. I liked Mike's scratchiness. Also, I like the way that Mike did the boots. I wasn't keen on Brian's boots to start off with, but obviously over time I learned to appreciate that sort of thing a little bit more. But yeah, and obviously Brian's an amazing artist, absolutely amazing. A big fan. Yeah. So anyway, I've been doing other things all day, and I thought I'd do a little bit more of this. So once again, as usual, just getting into things, a little bit scratchy myself at the moment, so I've got to be careful not to ruin Spikes. Staying away from these hands, I've got to do a little bit more with the hands, so I'll probably do that off camera. So you can't see me sweating. But yeah, hope you can see all this. trying to remember what came after Mega City 5000. I think it's actually the first story, which features Fred 1, who I drew in a previous segment, about 2 segments ago. I think it's that one. Yeah, I think that's what came afterwards. Dredd's heading off to the moon and Lunar City 1, and yeah, very exciting times as a Dredd fan, an 11-year-old Dredd fan, and nothing was beating 2000 AD for me. Not even reruns of Space 1999, and Blake 7 hadn't appeared yet. Blake 7 was still about a year off. I think Tom Baker was the Doctor. I'm trying to remember, I think it was the year before the Ribus operation and the Key to Time. So it was great stuff, Doctor Who then. Yeah, just absolutely brilliant. And he's the 4th Doctor, and he'll always be the 4th Doctor. I'll leave that there. Anyway, guys, I'm going to finish this off, and I'll see you in the next segment. All the best.